From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. Yeah! They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash.
Okay, so I'm going to make this short video so I remember where everything goes. So this, obviously, this goes to the brain. These wires I just got on testing, these go to his arms. These wires, they go to the head right here. This is for the head. I am not sure yet what those are for. I tried them out. I have to test more of these still. I still have... Okay. So these are for the mouth, obviously, because they have adapter wires going up to them, which would be for an adapter jack, which the mouth connects with. And then the gray and the purple go to something, not sure yet. I would assume these two go to these two motors. And we're about to find out which is which, and then I'll make a video about that. Alright, the green and the blue are the eyelids, so that would mean these two are the eyes back and forth. And then this, I would assume then, this is probably the light that's up there on the chest, the heartbeat light or whatever that is. So that's probably what that is. That would make sense because this is for the arms. This is another one that goes to the body. And then the rest is, you know, for the head movements. So that's fine.
From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. Yeah! They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included the Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash.
All right, so this is going to probably be sent to Bryson, and probably going to be included in the restoration video, but the arms are going to work. Kind of figured out a system here. I'm not sure if they're going to move. I mean, it looks like it's moving a lot, but I've already tried it with a motor, and this only moves like that much, so that might work. We'll see once this put back together. All right, here's how it works.
What happened to me? Can't remember. Drill, saw, head.
Pretty good. Pretty good. The motor is a little fast. The last one I put in it was way too slow, so this would barely move. Now, you know, there's times where it moves a whole lot, and then, you know, it's inconsistent, sort of, but, I mean, that's all I can do without the original pieces. And this right here, this is mounted on, so that should be fine. The motor's in there. It shouldn't come out. That screw, there's only one screw in it because I couldn't get the other, because the motor's too small for this mechanism, but I put one screw in there. It should be all right. There shouldn't be any problems with it. I'll probably replace this belt pulley though, because this is split. But once I do that, and obviously connect up everything to get this arm to work, everything should be fine. But it honestly looks more realistic that way, doing it like different arms at a time. Like, the way it's put together, it works like it originally, it's put together like it originally was. It's just really wonky the way it works with the new pieces and stuff being put in here. But that's how it'll work. Probably work a little different once the suit's put on, but I'm just glad the arms work in general because there were no parts for these. So I'm glad I got that part working. I'm scared his head's gonna fall off.
From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. Yeah! They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun.
The arms work great.
The guests included the Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash.
And there it is. Alright, so this is going to be a small clip for the restoration video / review or whatever I do on this thing before it goes back to Bryson. I'm slowly getting it hooked up. I've fixed this. He sent me this part and this bracket and also a new head motor, and that's already wired in with those wires that are going to be hooked up to these at some point. And the arms work still, as far as I know. I haven't tested it in a little bit. The last clip that you're probably going to see in the restoration was filmed in April. It is now, I think June 3rd, I want to say. June 3rd. 2nd or 3rd. But, this head works now that he sent me that motor. The gears work. It's a little loud. It's not terribly loud. I quieted it down as much as it's going to get. Now, the only thing that's weird to me is that when you set this on here, it'll let me. Somewhere where it can actually snap it in. Hang on. See, it doesn't turn it doesn't turn very easy, if at all, by hand. But when I hook the wires up, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to turn that by hand right now. I might try to fix that problem, but I might just leave it, just because when I hook the wires up, it works just fine, and it's not louder. It's not crazy loud or anything. It works pretty well. So I'm gonna get all the wires and stuff hooked up. Probably gonna find some new foam for the body shell, make some maybe. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do for his black undershirt and his pants. his pants are just absolutely tore up, and like it's like this. Let me see if I can grab them actually without knocking everything over. Actually, no, screw that. I'm not grabbing that right now. But his pants are made out of like this almost knitted grayish material, kind of. So, I mean, if you've seen photos or videos, you know what I'm talking about. But it's just absolutely shredded, and it's not something you can really sew without it looking terrible. So I'm probably just gonna end up making a trip to Joann Fabrics at some point and buying fabric and making those parts again, like remaking those parts. But I don't know, we'll see. Try to work with what we have. If we can't get it fixed like that, then I'll make new parts. I have to get new leather for the strap anyway, and a dome. It's a big mess. There's a lot there's a couple things I'm already gonna have to buy for it anyway, but should be in great shape once it's done.
Bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrode. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It got on in a flash. They did the monster.
That's about as good as the pants are gonna get. There's nothing else I can really do with them, except for like maybe you can twist this a little bit to make it look a little bit more. I don't know. I'm done messing with the pants. I think they look fine compared to what they did look like. And I'm gonna be trying to find a black shirt to go underneath this. I don't know if I'm gonna get to that, if I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know if that's actually gonna happen. But I am gonna try and for sure find a dome for it, and so I'm gonna make some new head straps, because I have the what's it called, the little the belt buckle things that go on the straps. But this thing's been hell, and I'm glad it's kind of finally come together. So this isn't going to be a no talking part. I thought I was going to do that at first, but I might as well explain some things here. So this thing is not completely original, obviously, because I mean, you guys saw what it looked like when I got it. There was nothing left. So with that big pile of parts, I had to completely reassemble this from the bottom up, basically. And, you know, got the chains glued. The pants look weird because they've been glued in a few spots. They were tore up to heck, and they still don't look perfect, but they're supposed to be tattered. So I just thought I'm gonna use the originals. I'm not gonna make a whole new pair of pants, just, you know, that's gonna take way too much time. But I bought some fabric that's very similar to this to use for the sleeves, or like this fabric right here, underneath the pants. And I used it for the black arm sleeves. I just kind of threw it together. I think it looks really good. But he doesn't have a whole black undershirt, it's just a sleeve. But basically, you know, made the arm sleeves, and I also made this right here, the little neck. The little neck like thing, it's glued to the head. You basically pop the head on and you tuck this in, and there's an opening in the back of this, so it's easier to unclip it. Now, the one thing he doesn't have is a dome, and I tried, you see, I tried multiple times with this stuff to make that happen, and it's not possible. You have to buy an actual like plastic bowl to put on top of here, because he didn't have his dome when I got him, so this is the best that it's gonna get. This is new. This whole strap obviously is new. It's not the same fabric, but I think it looks really good. I think it came out really good, but it's glued in spots to keep it in place. Got the original buckles on it. I couldn't use the original straps because they were in such bad shape. They were just completely tore up. I don't know where they are. There they are. Hold on. Behind me. Let's drop one here for now. You can see stuff is peeling off. There's glue all over them. They were just basically unusable. The other one was worse, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Really dirty and tattered and torn and just destroyed. So it's got a brand new, softer one now. This is actually like soft fabric, which is fine. I think that looks really good on him. But the vest on stuff is original. This everything. Now Bryson did, you know, do a pretty decent job at giving me everything I needed to repair it, except for one thing, which he ended up shipping me later, and that's all the parts for this head turning mechanism. Now, the original motor for this actually broke. He sent me a motor, basically. I didn't have a motor before, and the one he sent me was really jacked up, and while I was trying to fix it, it ended up breaking. So I used a life-size Santa head motor, which the shaft isn't as long, but the gear is on the end of the shaft, and it somehow still makes contact. So I'm satisfied with what I got. It has the original shell to that motor, so it can actually screw into the mechanism properly. But this is the best that it's gonna get in my hands. Bryson might add a dome at some point. I'm gonna recommend that to him because he's getting this back tomorrow when we do the meetup at Billy Bob's Wonderland. He's already there, and the other guys are already there. I'll try to maybe upload some clips of that, and then you guys will kind of know what I'm talking about. But this is the final clip of this restoration, I guess. So without further ado, we'll show them to you. This adapter sucks, so his eyes don't always open all the way.
Why you look at me like that? No hurt you, why? Unless...
And sometimes he does that on this shitty adapter. Turn him down a little bit. Maybe that. Maybe that'll help.
Why you look at me like that? No all hurt you, why? Unless... From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. Yeah! They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included the Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash.